ambushes, shoot and scoot tactics, no sitting around.
Well, we stopped off at the Army Heritage Center, also the Army War College here in Carlisle. And the first stop as soon as you come in is the M18 tank destroyer, also known as a Hellcat. You can see it's a snowy day. Here's a Mongoose. Here's where it came out on the tray. Nice little tank. That's as soon as you come in, but it's a nice snowy day. There's some more stuff around here. We're gonna check out the outside, and if it opens up at noon, today, January 19th, we'll take y'all on in there. But let's enjoy it. So this vehicle here has a close and personal with me. My father operated these when he was in the military. Loved them. This is a 109 howitzer. And in 1973, they were rebuilt and repurposed because of their successful mission. And they were renamed the Howitzer 1097. Big artillery piece. There's actually another vehicle that sat behind them that had their rounds and their black powder, and they loaded off the back into the unit to fire. These are outriggers that drop down in the back to keep the vehicle from flipping when it's firing. Rotational turret. Beautiful piece. A little monument here to replicate and memorialize D-Day, or the attack on Normandy at the beaches. You got Juno, Gold, Sword, Utah, and Omaha. And they've got a little plaque which is covered by snow right now, talking about each one of the beaches. Actually got to visit Normandy in 2024. Mesmerizing place. On the ground they have different names of different soldiers out in front of the building. This is an MGM 52 Lance missile. We're gonna go walk the snowy trail now. See a Sherman out there in the distance. Actually, it's pretty cool in the snow. But they have a trail here in the heritage site that you go and walk around in with different things. So we'll take you through. We'll check it out. So starting around the back side of the building, this is a 577E3. I actually operated, drove, and trained other personnel in these in the smaller version, the 113. Got a generator up on top, your engine housing right there. That's the driver's hatch. TC hatches up on the top. You can either drop the ramp door or you can open up the door on the back side here. Got a little lift for some compartment stuff right here. And also that lip up there used to be, there still is, there's tents that come with this vehicle that basically go off the back of it, about 10 feet or so. And at the back end attaches onto this, so you can have continuous cover going into the vehicle. I was a medic, so we use these as the command center for our aid station and our medical area. So we'd have a tent off the back for the aid station. Fuel spots up on the top. You also have a little electrical porch where you can put in lights to hook them up for power. Fuel tanks on the top, up in the back. All your antennas are up on the top. Your exhaust. And this actually has the newer generator built in. The original 577s are older ones. You had to, it was a box that had a generator inside of it, and you had to build a crane that went right here to pull it down and off and dig it into a hole. But they've also reclassified a lot of these into a 1068 as well. There's 2 benches on the inside and the driver's hatch up in the front. So since the main complex is closed at the taping of this video and it was snowy, kind of started the tour backwards. So at World War II, here's an M4A3 Sherman. This is one of the main battle tanks of World War II for the Allied forces. She's really nice looking. It's actually kind of neat that we're doing this video in the snow, because World War II, there's sights and scenes of them in the snow, especially when you're watching Band of Brothers. But pretty neat shot. That was a Sherman tank. And stop 1 is actually over there, where you can see all those HESCO barriers. That's supposed to be the Global War on Terrorism over there. When we were in Iraq, our sleeping area on our base, a lot of other, when they put those HESCO barriers in, plus also concrete barriers that stood about 15 feet high on the inside of them to help protect our sleeping area. There's a Heritage Center, the Lance rocket, and the World War II barracks. But we're gonna get around all this other stuff, but just want to show you about where we're standing. And we're gonna go from the Sherman tank to the World War II area, or the World War II, or the World War I area. So we're gonna be walking around here into an entrenchment. This is something you would have seen on the World Wars. They use the earth to make their fortifications and their defensive positions. World War I trenches. And we continue on. The aid station. Again, that's what I did in the services, medical. Throw them on the table. So like more like it was used as a jail than anything else.
I think that bed is there to keep people from going in. Probably mainly homeless people.
Underground rooms called dugouts. Valley Forge. Valley of the Forge. Duck your nut. Duck your nut.
Yeah, I haven't seen that second.
Watch it. That first one's a doozy.
I was on video of myself wiping it.
That'd be funny. Pine Street, Sniper's Nest. So they'd have a few of these around these trenches. No man's land. Machine gun post. So this is where your heavy cruiser weapon nest would be. Fire lots of rounds downrange. Splinter proof. You don't get boo-boos. See the modern highway up there. If you want to read that, you can pause the video. Same with the rest of them. Southwark. It's a beautiful sunny day out here at the American Heritage Center. The M1918 artillery cart. Used to carry artillery wire and communications wire around the battlefield and then around trenches. Plus carry artillery. We got it locked up, but I'm guessing this is a German bunker. And those are our wartime latrines. Anybody from the 28th or 29th or 55th, you'll get this with their the latrine, especially around here. Russell, 03, 99, various years. So as we come up onto our next point here, we have the Vietnam Fire Support Base.
That'd be very warm.
Yeah. On the target. So we're looking at over here a 105 millimeter towed light howitzer. The M101A1. Watchtower. The M102. Watchtower, command post. Command can watch over the battlefield, see what's going on around camp. Also used for security purposes. You'll have armament up here, cruiser, weapons, and troops watching certain points of a post. Huey, a bell. M42 Duster. Looks like once we get up there, it looks like they have an M60 up on the hill there.
M60 on the hill?
It's on the other side. Tank.
Oh. So you're talking about the tank?
No.
I was like, you mean that hill? Because that looks like coming.
Behind that tree line up there. Sorry for moving around. You got to kind of clear everything off here. So as we go along up here, everything's a little bit closer with this video, this part of the video compared to the other ones. Not stopping as much, but this is a redoubt. If you ever visit Valley Forge National Historic Site, they have one something like this, and they have a couple of other ones that were earth and style built into the ground. But these were made to slow down advancing units. You can see with the speared holes, cannons, fire suppression. It's fire superiority, that's what I mean, with muskets and cannons. Using modern day lingo with loader lingo. So again, like I said before, my videos are raw. Don't do a whole lot of editing. So if I stumble across a word, I do apologize. Beautiful grounds though. Here, starting back up, we have the 8-inch howitzer M1. And over here, have a few more tracked vehicles. This is the M46 Patton. Yeah, that's what I was talking about right there. That's a Bradley.
Yeah.
The Patton. don't like the tiger paint that they put onto it.
Well, that's a Korea thing. They did it to scare the Chinese because year of the tiger. But by the time they were done painting all the tanks with those, it was no longer the year of the tiger, it was the year of the rat. M46 is just a Pershing. It's been upgraded. It's got a better gun. And the Pershing had a horrible power pack. This is the 46 got a better power pack.
And here we have the M2 Bradley. The unit that I was in, we had these. We were a mechanized unit. 109th Infantry went from mechanized to Combined Zorn Battalion. And our companies, line companies, had these. 25 Mike on the top, tow missile right here on the side. You got your driver's hatch. And up the top you have your commander and your gunner. Also carry troops in the back here. Just like the 577, you can either drop the ramp or open the door. And also back here, there's a bunch of seats where you can put troops. And there's also a hell hatch right here, so you can get some ventilation in there for the troops when they're back there when you're driving. Equipment carriers. Coming on down the road here, we come up onto an M60. You can find these all over the place in front of VFWs, the American Legions, and little parks. They're all over the place. One of their last greatest battles was over in Desert Storm. There was a Marine in it that went up against Iraqi military tank unit, and they pretty much destroyed them. But Desert Storm, Desert Shield was one of their last hurrahs. My uncle was also part of my unit, full-time AGR, and he was actually training these down in our parking garage, or motor pool, sorry, for a while. They had one of these in there, and I got to go in there with him when he was doing some work on it in PMCS. But that's when we used to have the motor pools in the cities right next to the armories, but there was one in there. And I believe we had an Abrams there too. And that's
the name of it. M60. I guess.
There's your Cobra. A variant of the Cobra is still around. The Marines still use it, but it's known as a Viper now, but pretty much a modernized version of the Cobra. Still see them flying around. Take you around the front end of this. And one more to show you within this row, and this is the M113. Besides the 577, these are what I drove around the most. This looks like a medic version. The 577 had that, pretty much has the bottom piece like this, and then the extended top in the back. So TC hatch is right there. And there's also a gunner's hatch as well if it wasn't the medical version. You could put 50 cal up there, saw, 240, 60, crew serve weapons. Your engine compartment, here's your driver's hatch. I miss these. They're fun to drive. So there's also a hell hatch right here that opens up for the crew. External fuel tanks, and then the ramp. Inside of these, there are kits that you can put together to put litters in here. It's a litter kit. There's poles, and they go from top to bottom of the floor, and then they're chained together in the middle to kind of hold them together and strengthen them. And you can put 4 litters in here. The way that we usually set them up when we use them is we just set up litters on the one side, and then we had seating and ambulatory on the other side. And we set them up for what we called torpedo movement. Had them on backboards, and you just pull them straight on out. This looks like a little memorial for the 8th Armored Division, the Thundering Herd, the 44th Bomb Group, Heavy, 8th Air Force, the 80th Infantry Division, Blue Ridge Division. And then the 88th Infantry, Blue Devil Division. There's some bird things in here too. So we just came down from down there around the corner. The 113s are up in that corner. There's an obstacle course there. And we have a German anti-tank weapon here, Pack 43. And if you look across the field here, those are revolutionary buildings, kind of like what they have at Valley Forge, showing the huts made out of the wood. And we have another towable howitzer. It's a 3-inch attack gun, M5 and 6. Got our tactical bathrooms again. Our tactical bathrooms again. Desert saunas, among other things. And one of the last things we're going on to from the American Heritage Trail, which we saw a little bit at the beginning, is the World War II core area. FOB Forward Operating Base. Got your barracks, got your mess hall, PT bars. You have your famous directional arrows. Show you which direction the state or country is from and how many miles it is away. You got Tokyo, Williamsburg, San Francisco, Berlin, Yonkers, New York. Pretty neat. Induction centers. I guess that might have been your shower house or your latrine right here. Another barracks. Well, as you can see, covered in snow and ice from our little walk on the American Heritage Trail here at the American Military Heritage Center. This is the outside trail, so if you like it, enjoy it. I hope you enjoyed it, walking in the snow. I was telling my buddy here that I actually like taking some of the shots of some of the equipment here, especially the older stuff, the World War II stuff, because if you got the shot right, it kind of looks like the piece when it was in Bastogne over in Germany, or one of those World War II areas that was during the wintertime with the snow and everything. So it was neat, but we'll call this one part one for the inside or for the outside walk, showing the equipment in the snow in the wintertime. If the Heritage Center is open, there will be a part two. If not, so part one will be the only one. But make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, so you know I put some more content out. If you liked it, hit that like button. But we'll see you again.